Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a report so interesting it's practically begging to be made into a movie, or at least a very long, detailed YouTube video. Let's get started. This is a Form 8K, a current report filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, on February 21, 2025. Companies use these forms to quickly inform investors about big changes that could affect the company and its stock. It's like a company's way of saying, hey, something important happened, you should know about it. This report is about KKR Private Equity Conglomerate LLC, a company involved in private equity. Private equity firms manage money from investors to buy and improve businesses. So what exactly is KKR up to? The main event is the sale of unregistered shares, basically stock that wasn't offered to the public. Selling unregistered shares lets the company raise money without going through all the steps needed for a public offering. It's faster and can be cheaper, but it's usually limited to certain types of investors. On February 3, 2025, KKR sold shares to some investors. They sold different classes of shares. They call them Class U, Class I, and Class D shares. Class U shares sold 4,831,646 shares for $141,083,097. Class I shares sold 2,640,700 shares for $77,578,478. Class D shares sold 890,775 shares for $26,045,000. In total, they raised $244,706,575. That's a lot of money. These sales were allowed without being registered because they followed certain rules, like selling to accredited investors or selling to investors outside the United States. These are ways to sell shares without making them available to the general public. Since August 1, 2023, the company has sold about $49.71 million worth of shares in this way. This shows that KKR has been continuously raising funds through these private sales. That's almost $5 billion. KKR is also part of something they call the Private Equity K-Series platform. This platform includes KKR and other investment vehicles they manage that have similar goals and structures. So it's not just KKR doing these things, but a whole group of related investment funds. On February 3, 2025, this larger platform sold interests worth about $496 million. Since it started, the platform has sold around $89.75 million, which is almost $9 billion. It's important to remember that these numbers don't include any shares they bought back or shares issued as part of reinvestment plans.